Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another night with oxygen not included. We're back in the ironic dimension, the colony we started here in the Expressive upgrade, and we're gonna go after some coffee today. I'm really craving an espresso. I haven't been able to have one since earlier, since I have to go to the doctor for some tests tomorrow, and they said no caffeine for 24 hours, and like caffeine is like my life's blood. I can't go without it. So in the absence of that, we're gonna make caffeine in the game, which is a really cool addition, I think anyway. I like the idea that the duplicants, when they're sort of hanging out, they can just sit there and they can have their own little espresso. They can chill out and chat with each other and stuff. So we're going to try and do some of that today. Now, there is a few things we have to get set up for it. It does consume quite a bit of power. If we look at the furniture here, here's the espresso machine. We need refined metal for it as well. Actually, 480 watts isn't that bad. It's not as bad as the Jukebot, which was just insane at like 960. I wonder if they changed that at all. Nope, still 960 watts. So we do need power. We do need a supply of water. It does generate heat, of course. And then I guess it just produces coffee. I don't know if there's any kind of a waste or anything, but that's all right. But welcome everybody who's here in the chat so far. And $10 super chat. Sibylline, thank you so much. With just the message, woot. Woot right back at you. But thanks so much for the super chat. I appreciate the support. Hopefully we'll have a good stream tonight, and we'll make a little bit of progress. Now, of course, the general plan tonight is going to be to try and get to the point where we have... why is that? Now, here we go. Where we have the espresso machine working, but as always, that's the general plan. We'll see how it goes with the whole oxygen supply system and whether that's all working right too. But our duplicates are all munching down now in their little space here. They're in break time right now, so they should be going up to use the Jukebot here anytime as well. We do still, of course, have up top 2 power generators, which are about to run out of power because the coal is going to disappear from them. And that Jukebot, it's cool, but man, does it tap out the power. With only one of these running, it's not going to keep supplied. What have we got these set at? 6. Set these for 7, maybe. It'd be nice to actually get to like an automated supply system, so these just get refilled on their own, and then the duplicants don't have to waste their time on it, particularly since they don't do it when they're on break time. So that's kind of a new sort of thing for like moving solid stuff. Now you can actually use it to take care of work when the duplicants all decide it's time to take a break, which should be good. But I got some pincha peppernuts for your cappuccinos. That's right, we need those too. We're also gonna need some refined metal. So what I started setting up here already is a little CO2 airlock we can use to get out up here. I did notice that there are a number of pincha pepper plants growing up here. There's also some algae and stuff that could come in handy in the short term. And this will also work us up towards this natural gas geyser, so we can have another system for producing power that we can tie into our main grid, which I think should be good. So once they get these built here, then we can just disconnect the wires here, deconstruct, and then throw in some tiles, and just like that, we'll have our little CO2 lock. And for some reason, the Shy Bug's decided he doesn't want to hang out here, but that's okay. Hopefully he'll come back for his food, and we'll kind of keep him trapped in there. There were 2 of them here at one point. Where'd the other one go? Oh, it flew inside the colony. That's even better. Those things are good for decor. All shiny and stuff. Hello, Cryptic. It's me, Foxin. Started your own channel now. Oh, congrats, Bryce. Hope it goes well for you. It is a fun hobby. Hatch farm to power the music box. Well, we do have a hatch farm down here. It's just not very big yet. It's growing. These guys are actually probably getting close to the point where they're going to be crowded soon. Because this space is... Did I make it the full 96? I don't remember. 89 tiles. So I think we can only get like maybe 5 or 6 hatches in here before they decide it's going to be a little bit crowded. We'll see how that goes. Rangy, $5 super chat. Woot woot. Thanks, Rangy. Appreciate the support. I'm really excited to get the cappuccino machine. So for those of you who don't know me personally, which is probably almost everybody, I have a mild Starbucks addiction. You know, just a mild one. I managed to cut back. I've got it a little bit more under control than it used to be, but it used to be like in the neighborhood of like 4 or 5 caramel macchiatos a day, kind of an addiction. Oh, this is actually blocked in here. I didn't make enough space. Give them enough room to climb out. There we go. So I managed to get that under control, but we'll try to feed my addiction by getting my duplicants addicted instead. Yeah, they couldn't get out the CO2 lock, but that's okay. We'll get that fixed. It's not quite locked yet even, but there's enough CO2 in here, it'll be fine. So the reason I built the lock here is because I'm going to dig out over this way. They'll actually be able to finish this final insulated tile, and then they'll get a pinch of pepper nut right here. And then I'm going to have them build up and put a doorway here, because these plants seem to be growing fairly well on their own, so I'm not inclined to mess with that. I'm just going to leave them alone. I'm going to build a door here, We'll dig our way in and we'll let them grow. Because everything seems to be fine for them. I mean, they're not fertilized, but they're in the wild, so they don't need fertilizer. So it's probably even better. Yeah, that mild Starbucks addiction. There were IV bags full of roasted bean juice. That's right. I used to stash them under my desk. People would ask me where I was going. I'd say, the bathroom. And then I'd come back later with Starbucks. You know, that kind of a thing. Nothing serious, you know, just something everybody does. A day? Yeah, maybe. At the time, I had a lot more disposable income. Now I could never afford that. Now, if I were to go for 4 or 5 Starbucks a day, I'd have to get a second mortgage. And they were slightly cheaper then. I mean, slightly. It's kind of like saying, like, a Ferrari got cheaper, but, you know. So our super chats are funding a Starbucks addiction? Oh, no, I've cut way back on Starbucks now. I actually have my own little espresso machine upstairs. Now I just buy bags of the coffee and make them at home. But I have cut back. Kind of had to. It was getting highly over-caffeinated. It was probably not good for me on the whole. So these are not filling up because they're not going to fill these things up because the battery up here is full. I should actually do a storage container up here that we can put some coal in, with the intention later on to do some automation up there anyway. Slumptastic, $10 super chat. Caramel macchiatos. Thanks, Slumptastic. Appreciate the super chat and the support of my Starbucks addiction, which I'm gonna pretend is in full remission right now. It's not my fault they make good quality products. Their service is good, too. You know the sponsorship I want to get is the Starbucks sponsorship. Alright, let's dig this out. I'm going to need a second ladder here, probably, because otherwise everybody's going to get mad at me for doing the super long ladder thing. So we're going to do a ladder here. Oh, no, this is going to... Actually, if I do that, it'll mess up with that plant. Let's try to keep the plants intact as much as we can. If they grow in the wild, then that means I don't have to farm them. And granted, they'll grow faster if you farm them and everything, and it'll probably be better in the long run. However, in the short run, I'm lazy. And my laziness says, if you grow them in the wild, you got a whole lot less work to do. Okay, and in here we're gonna put a couple of manual airlocks. I guess we'll try to keep this pressurized as much as possible. This isn't gonna be perfect, obviously. The gases are gonna move around, but as much as I can do to keep this in the right kind of growing conditions to keep these things producing some pincha peppernuts for me, then that means we'll have a good supply of caffeine for our colony. Slumptastic with a $2 super chat. This is for Cake Pop. Thanks, Slumptastic. I appreciate the super chats. Thank you for supporting my food addiction as well. Alright, this will be good. I mean, my only concern with this whole setup is that I don't have them... I really don't have them set up in a way that they can spend much time up here. I really should get some exosuits built at some point here. That does require an oxygen supply system for them, and right now I don't have algae, so... You know, that's less than optimal. Oh, you know, things are getting a little CO2 filled. Now, this is working great. Their living space is really well oxygenated, and that's all because of this wonderful little oxygen supply system we have going here. What I really need to do still is fill up the second half of this. And then this is going to take a little finagling to make this work. I've never tried to do this, like, just adding on 2 extra things onto the side of it. So we'll see how it goes. Polani, $2 super chat. I'm buying $300 roller skates. Red or blue? Pick. I would go with blue, but that's because I like blue? I don't know. Blitz Gaming ATF. Crypto Foxy is live. We are live. If it wasn't for lazy people, humanity wouldn't have wheels. That's right. Lazy people are the mother of all invention. Or something. That's what I'm going to pretend anyway. I'm fairly certain that's not entirely true, but it's got to have some kernel of truth to it, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't let me say it. I'm going to insulate this whole thing, and then I wonder if I can... Yeah, I should have enough. I could put another layer of mealwood in here. Feed our duplicants like crazy. Now, we're actually going to have to figure out some source of water soon, too, because... While I am pumping water out of here, and this is okay, and we're using water out of here to make lice loaf, The water level up here is dropping pretty quick. Does this water cooler consume water now, too? It does, too. Resources low, water. So they're taking water from here to supply their water cooler, too, which isn't necessarily great. I wish they could just hook up, like, plumbing on the water cooler. I can do that at our office. Why can't I do it here? Sorry to be late. Made breaded shrimp for Dad. Breaded shrimp. If you played next update for No Man's Sky, no, I've been looking at that and debating about whether I should buy it or not. Because it's still stupid expensive. Open the doors, the electrolyzer. Free the oxalate to the left. The CO2 keeps pressurizing. You can't reach your base anymore. Oh. Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's just take this out of here. Bum, bum, bum. Open the doors, the electrolyzer. Yeah, they're not really going down here so much. That's probably because I have restricted access. That probably has a lot to do with it. If we turn that off, they'll actually build things. What? I know, mad science right there. This might actually mess things up a little bit because we're going to mess with our gas distribution in here for a moment while we're kind of digging all this stuff out. That's okay. Hopefully it still works fine. Hey, Mr. CrypticFox, how goes the battle? Onward and upward, Tommy J. Enslave the flatulent dupe. Well, we've actually been putting them to work fairly consistently. This pump over here is set up so that if it detects natural gas, it pumps it and filters it out and stuffs it in this little room over here that we can then later send off down here to our gas generator. But really what I want to do is tap into a more consistent supply of gas up here. I feel like that's probably a little bit more reliable than somebody's farts. I mean, I'm just guessing, but I'm fairly certain that's the case. Can someone let CrypticFox know it's 50% off on Steam? Oh, it is it? It is it? I'll have to check that. Wouldn't call it laziness, just solving problems that lead to less effort exerted. Yes, but the source of that is not wanting to work. Or at least not wanting to work as hard. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Hashtag SDB Saturday. I think that might be arranged. I might actually play some Sea of Thieves tomorrow night with Kazi if we can get it sorted out. The new update is out with the skeleton ship that comes up from underneath the sea. Which does seem pretty cool. You know what? I'm going to stop making this stuff. Save the water, people. We got tons of calories anyway right now. You miss CrypticFox, it is talking. Talky, talky, talk. Oh, that's all this guy does. He just talks. Non-stop. Jeez. We're going to get a good source of water. We do still have a geyser hiding out here. Ooh, it's going to be really convenient for us to go over here and check it out. We got a double purpose for this tunnel. Let's see what this geyser is. It would be neat if it was actually water of some sort. Steam geyser or cool slush geyser or whatever it is. Sound pretty happy / good. Is it the men's or the desk? Or was there good medical news? Not really any of the above. Just been an averagely good evening, I guess. Looking forward to playing tonight too. I haven't played a lot lately. It's been so long. Missed it. Every time, anytime I have to miss the Tuesday stream, I just feel bad because I don't get my oxygen not included fix, and that's just not good. Okay, good. We get some algae for this running now, so this will start to pressurize again. Actually, how are things looking down here? Ooh, a little weak on the oxygen level, but that's to be expected given the fact we just made the space significantly bigger. What I haven't done yet is set up plumbing for this. So the idea is going to be to take some of this wonderful polluted water, pump it in here. But I'd kind of like... I'm trying to use a little bit of automation here. So what I'm thinking is that when this water runs out, I don't want this whole thing to stay open. So maybe I'm going to put some airlocks in here. And what I'll do is we'll open and close doors so that if there's a liquid sensor in here that's not detecting anything, it will close the doors and it will shut all this stuff off. And then that might save us a little bit of effort of trying to pressurize a larger space kind of thing. Which is actually already getting fairly well pressurized. You know, maybe I won't even bother. Yeah, you know what, I'm not going to bother. This already produces enough gas. It can manage the whole thing. Forget it. Cancel that. After they already delivered materials. Sorry, my dupes. Didn't mean it. It's false alarm. Okay, we need plumbing here. Where's our plumbing set up now? And we can draw it out of the same water supply. That's going to make things drop fast. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll worry about just filtering this stuff and dumping it in here. I don't really care about the germs that are in here because we're not using this for any source that produces food. Don't think. No, it's actually only just going to produce oxygen, so that doesn't really matter. So what we'll do is we'll split the piping off here. Can they even reach that? Of course they can't. Pump it in there. We're going to need to dig up the dirt that's here so they can actually reach the pipe to build it. We are going to need power again, of course. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. I think this will still work because we'll actually be producing more hydrogen, which means the pump will move more hydrogen to that pump. But what have we got? Well, we know we're going to tap over this. So that's... Now we're definitely going to go over. I might need a second natural gas hydrogen generator down here to make this work. This is the X factor again that I haven't tested with. I've not played around with this situation at all. But we are maxing out the batteries as it stands right. You know what? I think we might be okay. Hold on. I'm gonna build a smart battery in here. And with a smart battery, we might be able to control this a little bit more. I largely haven't been concerned about wasting power in here, so we're probably running this and overproducing beyond the needs of the system, and then we're just wasting the energy. So maybe if we use a smart battery, we can store a little bit extra. We'll control the use of this, so we maximize the output that way, and combine between this is only to run every now and then. So even still, we'll have 480 and another 240, so like 720. So we'll periodically go over the 800 it's producing. We'll see how this works. We'll test it. If it doesn't work, we can always tweak it, right? You know, it won't be the end of the world. Did you get the priorities extra set for location? Setting for location? What's this now? What priorities extra setting for location? I don't understand. Combat life support, toggle care, tidy, cook, art, research, operate from blah, 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 blah. Nope. I'm guessing not. Could you put it in a hydrogen gas compression storage area using automation? Yeah, certainly you could. I mean, in my case, I'm actually just using up the hydrogen as it goes. So I largely haven't been concerned with that. Down here, we need another smart battery. And then we're also going to need some automation wire, so we can take this when this is full. Wait a minute. That did not work at all. Let's do that the right way. Huh. Automation, go away. All right. We need it on the power line first, like so. And then we need the automation overlay. That's what we want. It didn't change over. Let's save materials. Let's go straight line. There we go. Is Dupe having a stroke? What? Up to settings, top and shot. Would you click the settings tab for the priorities? This thing here, you mean? Enable proximity. Oh, proximity errand settings. Enabling proximity settings tells the duplicant to always choose the closest, highest priority errand to perform. When disabled, duplicants will choose between two high priority errands based on hidden priority hierarchy instead. Enabling proximity helps cut down on travel time in areas with lots of high priority errands, and it's useful for large colonies. You know what? That makes a ton of sense. We're going to set that. Let's see how that works. It's fantastic. $2 from Jet. The cog at the top right of the priorities. Yep, I spotted it. But yeah, so the hydrogen can escape. Yeah, this hasn't started running yet, so that's why I didn't do it yet. And actually, I need wiring in this lower grid still. Actually, I need wiring all across this. Oh, no, wait. I gotta go here. Up to there. We also need to deconstruct these ladders here, because I need to fill in this space. If I get around to building the wires in here, then I can cut out this wall here. A little gap there. Make some dupes work at night. That could work too. It's the espresso upgrade. It is. I was actually going to cross out the end of expressive and turn it into espresso for the thumbnail, and then I just didn't. Ray, you helped. You did help, Polani. That's why it's called a Let's Play, not a Watch Me Play. 100 can't escape the right side. It can't yet, but it will be able to. Don't worry. It's not even running yet, so I'm not super worried about that just yet. Oh, you know what? I also didn't set up any piping for the gas on this side. Now, how am I going to cool this? That polluted water is at 28.5 degrees. How is it so chill? This one's at 21.8. I thought this would be warmer because it's right next to the slime biome, but not so much apparently. So I don't have a good system set up to cool this one. Now this one was really convenient because I could just run it through my water supply, but this water supply is going to go down quicker now that I'm pumping it into two different electrolyzer setups. So we're going to need to replenish that, which means I'm going to pump it up here. I could run it up here, pump it through this water to get the cooling, but this water is going down awfully fast also. Now we did stop producing food with it, so that will slow down the water progression quite a bit, but they are still taking water over here for their little water cooler. Actually, two of them, which I'm kind of tempted to get rid of. Because I'm not sure these are even necessary. You only really need, like, one type of relaxation item in these rooms. How much water do they take? It has 10 kilograms of water in it. Furniture. Water cooler. Doesn't even say. I guess they just keep topping it up to 10 kilograms, but there's really no way of knowing how much they're consuming out of it on any given day. Cool, the cold biome? Yep, but we haven't dug down there just yet. It's way over here. Way over there. Now, if I can... Actually... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable both of these for now. I know we have duplicants doing a couple of other things, but I think it makes sense for us to cut into the cold biome over here. We'll try and get our hands on some Wheezeworts even, and even those would help. Because I can set up a little Wheezewort cooling chamber the way I've done in the past. That'll get us one Wheezewort, but generally I find 4 of them are needed for the amount of heat that comes out of this thing. Unless I can fill the chamber with hydrogen, and then it's iffy about how much it might need, but I've still found 4 is generally the most effective for me. Need more algae. We do. Where is our algae? Organic. Oh yeah, we're fresh out. We're fresh out of the algaes. Oh, look at that. We dug all this out, too. Let's go ahead and dig up the algae that's up here. It's a shame it's part of my door system right now, but that's okay. It won't always be. 4. Actually, we can go that. Take it right to the extreme. If nothing else, this could be like the panic room. When they're all out of air and they're really panicking, they can rush in there. Hey, Cryptic, anything notable yet? Not so much. We're working on setting up some additional oxygen supply for the colony, which I do need to worry about cooling because I don't want to pump really hot air in there. Where's he grabbing that water for? See, this is the thing. They need a recreation building in here. How big is the arcade cabinet? And will it qualify as an object if I haven't powered it? Maybe I could put an arcade cabinet down there and then not actually plug it in. You know, something like that. I feel like that could be a thing. How are we doing metal-wise? Copper. All right, we got a fair amount of iron, so let's do some more iron. Oh, it laid an egg. Hooray! Groomed and happy. I'm just gonna leave the egg there. Let it hatch on its own time. Dupes can't reach cold biome. No, you're right. There's too much of a drop here. There's algae here anyway. Might as well take all this. There we go. Some pinch peppernuts there, too, if we want to deal with all the polluted oxygen this guy's been spewing out. Evil little morb. I mean, the more important and the more pressing question is, where's our coffee maker going to go? How much space does it take, and can I put pictures above it? Because I have a feeling I can't. Not that decor is that much of an issue in that room right now. How do I feel about the power room bonus worth building the station? I'm not really a huge fan of it myself, mostly because the duplicants constantly have to go and operate it in order to get that boost in power. And it consumes a lot of refined metal, which means they constantly have to be making refined metals. So I would say, like, as your colony gets larger and you've got a whole lot more spare time for them to go do things, and you can set up some systems so you have, like, huge amounts of metal and all that kind of stuff, then I think it makes a ton of sense, because you probably have higher power consumption needs. And that'll kind of help bridge that gap. But on a colony of this size, I'm not really a huge fan of it. That doesn't make me right, but that's just my preference. Oh, good. They dug down. Oh, and they let in the polluted water. Someone's going to have soggy frozen feet tonight. Soggy frozen feet. These guys are not going to like me sending them down here. I shouldn't need that top one. Let's dig this out. Okay, so my cooling chamber for this oxygen supply, I think, should be over here. If I can get to it. Because I don't really know where else I'm going to put this thing. Well, I guess I can put it, like, right here, actually. So if I pump the gas out up to this cooling chamber, I'll have to bridge and then some pipes to get up over here. Because I want the oxygen to come out on this side, so we have a balanced input. So we have some on this side and some on this side. Kind of even things out and keep the gas pressed down the way I want. Wyatt TV, $1.99 super chat. My gamer tags, blah, blah, blah. Hope we can play. Well, actually, on this game, it's single player, so that's probably not going to work so great. But disable the water cooler. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Rather than breaking them down, we can just disable them. I was trying to see whether I could, like, break it out and put an arcade cabinet in, but I guess it's really not necessary. Not really necessary. We just disable it and still have the room, I think. We'll see when they flick the switch. I'm pretty sure it still considers the room even if you haven't got the pieces working. At least that's how it used to work. That's how I always did my hospitals. Thanks for the super chat, Wyatt. If you're talking about Fortnite, I can't make any promises. There's lots of people that ask, and only one of me, unfortunately. Sometimes I'll do a stream where I'll just let people join, but I only do that maybe once a month. If you replace a gas pump in the hydrogen section of your O2 producer with a mini gas pump, I want to see what happens for science. I could, but I don't have plastics, so I can't make the mini gas pump yet. And we don't have any Drecos that produce plastic either, so we can't shave them and get plastic that way. $5 super chat for Live Epically. What's the worst part of a Jukebot coffee shop? The lack of atmosphere. Oh, but bump. Double entendre on the atmosphere there. Very clever. Oh. Oh. Oh, boy. That's a spicy meatball. Let's just go like that. I'm not ready to deal with a volcano yet. A gold volcano. It produces 6.3 kilograms per second at 2,629 degrees Celsius, erupting for 73 seconds every 760 seconds. So it doesn't erupt for that long, but that produces a pretty serious amount of gold, actually. We're just going to wall that in and try to keep the heat trapped for now. Later on, I could see that coming in handy. We did use the volcano previously, not only for the purposes of torturing poor Joe, but we also used it to turn slime into dirt, which was kind of handy. Although it was like insanely hot, and it kind of killed off my garden a little bit. So we gotta manage that dirt a little bit, but we gotta get that taken care of. Yeah, it's refined metal too, which is great. And it's gold, which is really useful because it's got that high thermal capacity, right? Or the melting point or whatever. So, helpful on a number of fronts. Let's mop this up so you don't block it too much, guys. Can't mop that one, it's too much. Oh, he just ran down there, threw his junk in the water, and ran for it. It's too far away. Even with this little room they can breathe in. Even with this tiny little room they can breathe in, they're not really getting a good supply of oxygen down here. I need to get some exosuits eventually. Keep delaying on those. It's going to cost me. Ooh, this one's expecting. They're going to lay an egg. How did we manage to get hydrogen over there? Ooh, that's bad news, bears. Wow, that's not so great. I mucked up my balance. It turned the thing off on me and didn't produce power. Or what did I back a pipe up here or something? Sure did. Okay, I should not have hooked this up just yet. Now we got a problem. Let's deconstruct that automation wire for now. That's not good. Kind of muck things up a little bit there. Now we've got hydrogen in the colony. Oh, man. Build a fire pole so they can get there faster. Yeah, I guess we could put one right here, actually. It'll save them a little bit anyway. That's not going to save them a ton of running time, but tiny bit. Durgan, $2 super chat. Hashtag melt the colony with molten gold. Hashtag please thanks. Hashtag high stream. Durgan, they don't want to melt down the colony yet. We're only on cycle 85. These guys have a long way to go yet. I can't believe I mucked up my oxygen room. That really stinks. Okay, so now that this thing is... No, it's still not... I'm ruining my oxygen flow. Still sending 500 gram packets, so at least it's getting the right amount out there, and the temperature's still decent. So not fantastic, but it'll work for now. I gotta get this fixed though. I can't leave it like that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, so cooling area. If I can build a little space right in here. Do I even have enough room here? Do I have the room? That is going to be the question. I want to do it like right here. This might cause some issues with some water here. You know what? They're not using the water there anyway. Just take it all out, guys. Just grab all this. Take it all. I'll use this as my little centralized cooling area. I'll run the piping from here up through that space. So if we're going to take the ventilation pipe out of here, we're going to use insulated pipe. I don't want to dig up that slime because it's kind of germy. I like keeping it suppressed there. So we're going to sit it right here. And then we're going to need a gas bridge to go over this. Up into this space. And then we're going to use radiant piping in here to do a little sneaky thing. Up through here, where there will be a wall, of course. I'm going to use a gas pipe in here. Nope, that's not going to work. Gas bridge this way. It's like work. Kalani, $2 super chat. Durgan for Molten Sacrifice. Hashtag Team Voltron. Hashtag Chewy. Make it Bizlight storage for the gold underneath the volcano. You can then tap into it later when it gains its thermal mass. Yeah, that'd be handy. The tricky part will be getting to a place where the duplicants can actually get in there to get it. So if I can dig out like a space here and make it an abyssite chamber around it, so it has a place to float. But what'll happen is it kind of erupts out and it sits on top of the neutronium. It just sort of sits in front of the volcano. I don't know how long it'll stay liquid for. I think we'll have to see. I've only really played around with the one volcano in the game so far, and that one was molten copper. Connect both the hydrant areas in the oxygen production and the airflow tile. Well, yeah, the intention here is to pop this out. However, as it stands right now, these aren't turned on. They're not producing anything, so I don't really need that gap connected just yet. All right. No gas output. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let's check our gas overlay again. So from here, I wanted to go with insulated gas piping again. And we're going to send it up here. Kind of do a gas bridge into a storage container. Is that going to work? Yeah, sweet. I'm going to pump it like right up here. That'll be our secondary gas location. This is gonna get cold, so I need this to be insulated. We're gonna need insulated piping down here, which begs the question, why did I use radiant piping there? I have absolutely no idea. Maybe we can swap that out. Swap this back to insulated. In terms of furniture in here, we're gonna need some flower pots. And we're gonna need a door. There we go. Okay, so they might actually. I don't think they can reach all the piping in there. Drat. Hold on. Hold on. Cancel. Cancel that. Cancel that. Let's give them an opening they can reach this stuff. Deconstruct 2 tiles here, and that should let them reach it from above. There we go. Need to make another sacrifice to the volcano gods. Oh no! Hey Jack, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Dig a volcano. Radiant pipes are the new ones. Yeah, they came out in the cosmic upgrade. Very handy. We have our 1 Wheezewort. Now this is not going to be enough cooling. We need more than just 1 Wheezewort. I found in general that 4 of them work better for me. So let's. Ooh, there's a Wheezewort seed there. I thought I only had the one that I dug up, but well, there's a couple here. Okay, sweet. Okay, I'm gonna dig them over here. Send them down another ladder here. They're gonna hate me forever for sending them down here, but suck it up, duplicants. I don't even know that they can go that far. That's a long way to hold their breath. Let's sweep this at a priority 7. I deconstruct the water pipes. I did. I are smart. Gotta pay attention to that when I'm clicking on stuff. All right. There you go, guys. Fix those first, please. Those are kind of important. This whole system's not running right now. Did I break some wires, too? No. Pipe blocked. Oh, I broke the ventilation pipes, too. Whoops. Whoopsie-doo. I should probably pay attention to that stuff. Sacrifice the flashlight dude to the volcano for a nice explosive end. Is that a pun? Because their end will explode? Is that what that is? The Wheezewort's trying its hardest. I know. It's CO2 in there also, so it's not exactly optimal gas. Oh, I gotta clean all this mess up. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to dump all that on there. Down on you. Totally unintentional. Polani, $5 super chat. If I get the red skates, I'll sew on a flash lightning bolt. Blue skates, I'll sew on a rainbow Pegasus wings. Okay, so go with the flash lightning bolt then. Tony, $5 super chat. Love your content. Keep it up. You turn big words into simple words for people like me. Well, thanks so much. I'm glad you enjoy the stream. I'm glad it's accessible and people enjoy it. Why is that got a huge gap there? Honestly, I'm just glad people enjoy watching the content because it's fun for me to make. So it's sort of a nice added. What the? Oh, maybe that one I planted was the 1 seed that was laying there on the ground still. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate the support. We need more of these. It's delaying my coffee production. I don't like that. Actually, we did make some refined metal. Do we have enough for the coffee machine? Ooh, we do. And it's too big for me to put it in front of pictures. Which might nuke the decor in here a little bit, but we can use some like statues and stuff maybe instead. Can you put statues next to these things? No, they take up weird spacing. They're like between tiles. They're not like on tiles. That's okay. We'll make this work. Who's suffocating? It's the people I'm sending way down bottom. They're not having a good day. They just don't like it. I've got them going so far. They actually can't even get down there, I don't think. That represents an issue. Oh, that's because this is dead. It's all over algae. This one's waiting for algae, too. Oh, my algae woes. Starvation. That was weird. I guess at break time, he just didn't get a chance to get his food yet. We gotta be a little bit careful like that. Hey, Cryptic, do you remember me? I used to be the loneliest shy guy. Hey, Caleb. Welcome back to the stream. Noob's gotta reach the cold biome orders. You need a ladder. No, I don't think it's that. They're still building the ladder here. But this one here, they can jump down 2 spaces. The trouble is they're running out of air before they get down there. That's sort of the bigger issue. And I still don't have exosuits, so it's sending them. I'm getting to the point where I'm trying to send them too far away, and they're just not going to be able to do it. And that does represent certain challenges. We got him stuck in the door. Sorry, dude. I swear it wasn't planned. Nice. They're getting all those fancy pincha peppernuts. We're gonna have this thing going in no time. Just you wait. Hashtag no time. Maybe it would be more accurate. The statue by the door. Poor guys. They just can't breathe anymore. I'm trying to remind you to set up cold storage to store coal. That might be an idea. Consumable ore. Coal. Priority 6. Alright, that's probably better. Maybe. What have I got these set at? These are priority 5. So they should take the coal, actually move it up there, which is good. This little room here needs to be finished off with a couple more pieces of insulated tile, so that's good. We don't have to worry about cleaning that pipe because it doesn't need cleaning. Oh, good. They have an oxygen supply here now, too. So they might be able to get a little bit farther down here now. I still don't know if they're going to get far enough to get to this. Actually, hold on. Hold the phone. Let's build a ladder over here instead. And we have a little base down here. Doesn't look like much is in it, but... a little ruin. Okay. I need to upgrade my wiring. So this small transformer transfers the power into a 1,000-watt line. But what I have going on down here is more than 1,000 watts. So, I actually need to swap this out to the new transformer. The regular power transformer. This one will allow the passage of 4 kilojoules. And then from there, I could use the conductive wire. Now, the trouble is, I don't know if the conductive wire can go through walls. Oh, yeah, it can be run through tiles. All right, perfect. And it doesn't have the negative decor effect that the big heavy watt wire does, so it should be okay. But I do need more refined metal, so let's produce a little more of this. Oh, what the? I ran out of iron ore? Uh-oh. That's problematic. Of all the things I thought I was going to run out of, iron was not one of them. Let's go ahead and get them digging out here. Just peel this from the top. Oh, poor guys. We're going to get that suffocating notification over and over again. It's going to be ugly for a bit. Schedule clock. Downtime. Duplicates on the default schedule have started their downtime. Save game 1. What's the air in here? Carbon dioxide at 13 degrees. I could start pumping this gas here. if we get desperate, we can start pumping it. We still have lots of air right now, but if we get desperate, we can start up that other oxygen supply. I'm just worried that this one little Wheezewort is not going to do enough to keep this cold. So as soon as we start pumping through that hot gas, this room's going to heat up quick. When am I going to play Fortnite? I'm not entirely sure. I'm really reducing my stream schedule right now because I've been spending too much time sitting in my chair and it's been really hard on my back. So for now, I'm going down to more like 3 days a week kind of streaming, and then I'm still trying to figure out time for recording. I'm not really operating at 100%. I'm really only running maybe about 50%. So until I get some of that sorted out a little bit, I'm not sure what the timing's going to be for different things just yet. So you're fine. I have lots of people on stream, so I'm going to sleep. See you later. Bye to all. See you, Q-Soom. Thanks for coming out. Got a $20 Steam card for your birthday. Oh, sweet. But you still can't afford it. Every now and then it goes on sale, so watch for those Steam sales. Snag it then if you're really interested. It's a good game, though. This game's worth way more than 20 bucks to me. Not just because I play it on my channel, but because I just find this is one of the coolest games for, like, repeat gameplay I've found. Once the standard is coming, it's already here, actually. I'm going to do a video on it. I have it all set up. Everything's on it right now. My challenge right now is that because I'm still having acute pain from my back, it's really affecting my legs, so I can't stand for long periods of time either. So, kind of darned if I do and darned if I don't. Oh, these guys aren't getting work done because they're suffocating too much. What can we do about fixing that? Jeez, everything takes refined metal. We need that volcano. We need all that fancy refined metal it can produce at insane temperatures. Will the Wheezewort cool more effectively if you fill the room with hydrogen? It does, yeah. It does fill... I find it's kind of a pain to take the time to do it, especially since it'd be stealing from my power supply that produces my oxygen. So I'm less inclined to do that, but it is technically more efficient. Oh no, at least it goes up or down. Yeah, it does both. And it says it has like programmable buttons on it too. So when I want it to go up, I just hit one button. When I want it to go down, I hit a different one. So it's got like the arrows, but you can like pre-program settings on it. So I have one set for the right height for me when I'm standing. And what I found is that the base of the desk is really solid. It's made of like solid steel. It's intense. Like it's really heavy. But that also makes it really stable. So even when I have it really high up, it's nice and stable, which is great. Can they make more of this stuff, guys? Ugh. I honestly didn't think I would be running out of steel at this point. I guess I didn't spend enough time focused on it. We sort of rushed our way to get to things like the Jukebot and a couple of other things, and they're suffocating out here, so they're not working as efficiently as they could be. What are we doing algae-wise? 426 kilograms of it. Where have I got another convenient pocket of algae we can tap into to bridge this a little bit? Nowhere. Fabulous. Well, we got this one over here, I guess. I just don't relish the idea of sending all this gas in here. This is going to fill up with CO2, so maybe what I'll do is... we'll ladder up into here. And then we can dig out a fairly large portion of gas, or a fairly large portion of algae right here without even compromising the gas space. That'll do for now. We bring no new dupes to the colony today? Probably not today, because I'm focused on a couple of other things. I think probably by the next stream, we'll be in a position to expand out the colony a bit more. I'm thinking maybe if we start to add living quarters on this side. We still haven't really even dug into any of the swampy area. So far, we've just been digging into areas that aren't polluted and full of germs and nastiness and stuff. So when we start to go into there, that'll be an option. Because that's going to kind of expand things out a bit. Save some ladder building time. One thing that helps me to save a ton of algae is an Atmos sensor, the algae oxygen generator. Set pressure to 600, 800, and the dubs don't dump algae endlessly. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it's actually self-managing, because when the colony pressurizes to a certain point, it'll just turn itself off. I'd rather keep the higher pressure so that if I do happen to run out, then we don't get into a critical situation right away. It takes time for the gases to be consumed, so it gives me a bit of a buffer space. You got all kinds of fart juice in the dining area. That's exactly what everyone wants when they're eating. All kinds of toxic, noxious gas. That's good. That's good breathing. Sibylline, sorry I can't stay. Good night, guys. Go Blue Po. Thanks, Sibylline. I appreciate the super chat. Thanks for coming out. Glad you could stay for a little while. Need an oxygen pocket outside the ice biome. Yeah, I do actually. So I had one here, but I think I need a second one. This is all carbon dioxide down here. We could actually build another exact situation that we had above right here. Or I could just derp it right up. There we go. Now the trouble is these things require water too. So not only are we getting more algae consumption, but we also have to consume water. They got to supply it and everything, which is another errand they have to run. So these are less than optimal. I want to switch this out sooner rather than later if I can. I think what I'll do is I'll convert this whole area in here maybe into an exosuit room if I can get a exosuit forge going. But first, power, because we got to power the coffee maker. That's priority number 1. Or 2, after breathing, I guess. Breathing's kind of important. Let's deconstruct this. They only need it for break time and massages anyway, and their stress is only at 6%, so massages really aren't a high priority. We can also recover some metal here, too, I guess. We'll deconstruct power wires. Let's see the power relay. Break all this down. And then instead, we're going to take conductive wire. But after we get the power transformer set in here, and they just hit break time. And I just wrecked their break facilities. No dancing today, boys and girls. Just to hang out at the water cooler you're not allowed to drink from. If we can't produce oxygen, scrub the air. Yeah, we can do that too. I need to clean up some of the CO2 that's down here, actually. Around 1,200, so it would be a good idea to start to clean some of that up. I really should get a mushroom farm going at some point also. Some of this stuff is relatively conveniently located where I could actually just dig down and build a mushroom farm down here and let the CO2 just continue to fall in there. Breathing's overrated. That's right. Did you miss the desk? I haven't shown it yet. I'm going to do a video of that and post it on the channel. I already started recording it. I just have some more recording to do and then some editing and stuff before I can upload it. But the desk did arrive. It's fantastic. Plus it has buttons. And, you know, being a guy, I like buttons. Okay, let's get more metal. Find me more. We're gonna need it. No power wire connected. Said what? Now it's connected. All right, conductive wires. What we're gonna run here. This stuff carries too much too much refined metal is what it carries. Carries up to 2 kilowatts. So this one won't overload, even though we're gonna have actually some pretty heavy power-consuming stuff on it. If you aren't generating oxygen, bad breathing. That's right. I thought it was funny to slip vodka in the water cooler. Yeah, me. A drunk dupe's a funny dupe. Actually, what do we got down here? Any more geysers to be discovered here? That's a vacuum. Poor Drecos are hanging out in a vacuum. I feel like that's not their ideal environment, but I don't know. Oh, stop suffocating. Stop suffocating. Breathing's overrated. Cold biome. Man, we're actually not doing so well in finding other geysers. Don't see any neutronium in here either. This is like the minimal geyser colony. You can use Dirty Outhouse to start Morbo to farm for the outer part of the base. We could, yeah. The trouble is, like, I think the Morb air is polluted also, if I recall correctly. It is. It's full of wonderful polluted germs, which you then have to try to clean in order to feed it into the colony for any kind of breathable air. Snoops! $2 super chat. Hi, I'm here, just no talkies. Hi, hashtag Team Voltron. Hey, Snoops. Welcome, welcome. Suffocating, again, of course. That's what we do. Should have called this colony Suffocation. Suffocation Nation. Beep, boop, boop, boop. I'm surprised this water's lasting out as long as it is, but I guess we still only have the one electrolyzer running off it. May there be warm sweaters in the ruins in the cold biome. Also would help with decor. Well, the warm sweaters don't help with decor, but the snazzy suits do. Expecting, starving, time until death. Uh-oh. Man, they ate everything that was in there already? That's crazy. Did I use up all the clay? That's nuts. You know what? Maybe I just don't have this high enough priority. What do we got? Cultivate old soil. Nope, they really did consume all the clay. That's crazy. All right, what do we have for raw mineral? 118 tons of sandstone. I think we can spare some. We'll put them on a sandstone diet. That's not what I want. Right here. Get them off of clay. We'll get them onto sandstone so they don't die on me. Come on. Storage not assigned, it says. No resources are marked for storage in this building. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hopefully our rancher will get around to actually feeding them now. Who's our rancher in this colony anyway? Who's not doing their job? They took our jobs. Spookets. Oh, what's going on here? Morale, 10. Rancher job expectation, 12. Duplicants too low for the assigned job, so they will suffer stress. Interesting. Morale 11, expectation 12. Why is their morale low? You know what? Because I disconnected the jukebox. They haven't had the opportunity to party. And I've heard we like to party. We like to party. We like to party. Construct power wires. This one said it was still connected, I think. What the? Insufficient resources, iron. Give me that sweet, sweet iron. Kill the poor Draco in the ranch. Well, that'll give us meat, but that's not gonna really give us anything else. This one down here, he'll die on his own. We don't have to kill him. He's not harming anybody. He's confined and he's a little glum, and he's gonna die in 20 cycles. I feel bad for him. Ooh, I actually wanted to create a way for the hatches to go down to both levels. So I'm gonna deconstruct ladders here. Buildings. But if I break those ladders, I think I can give them a little step system here. I don't know if they'll jump down 2 tiles though. Come on here. There we go. This might not work. I might have to break this tile here. Change this up a little bit. I think, yeah, they can jump 2 tiles. There we go. They can go down. Oh, look at that. Probably don't even need this one. But that'll give them a step stool, so now they can go to both levels of the ranch. They don't have to be confined to just the top floor. Wait, disconnect the jukebox? I did, because I'm swapping some wires around. So up here, I'm swapping over to a higher voltage wire that can hold more, so that I can hook it up to the espresso machine. Because espresso is very important. Very important. Every duplicant loves a little bit of caffeine. I don't know where I'm going to get water for this thing, though. This water's dirty, so I can't use it. Which pretty much leaves me with the water that's over here. Which, to date, I haven't been using for this kind of stuff. Why does it get duplified, then you start a new colony? Illuminati? That's right, Pancake King. No, so they keep putting an update so often. Next order of business. Doing the one thing you should never do in Minecraft. Dig straight down at incredible speeds. That's right. Dig straight down. with the lava. Don't you worry. Yeah, they can't even get over here. There's not enough air. Waiting algae, waiting water, waiting a door. These duplicants must get really frustrated with me because I just constantly tell them to do things that they really don't want to do and probably shouldn't do. Hashtag Canada Gamers. That's right, Joshua. I'm in Canada. Yeah, we're eating sand. All your silicon needs met. Bottom tile's unnecessary. Probably. Yeah, that's alright. We already built it. Doesn't matter. Ooh, actually, it does matter. Because it changes the size of our colony a little bit. Or our hatch ranch a little bit. What's the size here now? 87 tiles. We could have 96. So let's make it 88. 89. 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. Trying to maximize the space here so we can fit more hatches in before they get crowded. Expecting and glum. Little glum. Get that oil, get the plastic. Dies of fiery death. You also like PUBG? I've never played PUBG. So, I don't know. I mean, I've watched people play it and it looks entertaining enough. But I have not tried it. Ooh, look at the air pressure over here. This is insane. It's too high on this side and not high enough over here. Suffocating. Stop suffocating. I feel bad when they're wheezing. I'm like, man, I'm not meeting their basic needs. Just do the breathing thing. Got a good chunk of algae at least now. Okay, finish the wires. We need that desperately for our coffee machine, and coffee is the most important substance in the known universe. This is a big mistake, but I'm going to put a liquid pump in here. Because I must have coffee. Must have espresso. Actually, there's nothing in here I got to break. Let's break the tile, deconstruct that. We're going to throw some plumbing in here. Ooh. Yeah, that works. Bob's your uncle. We need power. Show me the powers. Oh, could be enough. We can just run it right down here. Isn't that special? All right. Good to go. We can build an improvised oxygen room for them to breathe down there with polluted water. It's the cheapest way. Yes, you are probably right. So actually, if we, you know what? Let me do that here. Let's deconstruct this. We'll save the algae. They can dig out right here. We'll throw an airflow tile here instead. We'll use a deodorizer here. Well, after the fact, we'll use a deodorizer. Instead, we'll use a bottle emptier. Then once they get that dug out, we'll set this for polluted water. And then I gotta find a source of polluted water for them to grab. They didn't. They dug out the floor before they even got around to breaking the algae terrarium. You go, dupes. That's magic right there. Sounds like you're having trouble espressoing yourself. I am. Thought about Factorio. Thinking of buying after CA visit. Is that Canada visit or California visit? Thanks for the super chat, Adrian. I have toyed with Factorio a tiny little bit, but there's actually something that I'm looking forward to more than Factorio. I decided not to get in and play it, and there's this game that's coming up called Satisfactory, and it's like a 3D version of Factorio, and I'm kind of looking forward to trying that out. So that's probably where I'm going to lean as opposed to going to play Factorio. How's our germinus down here? If I build a ladder down here, and I dig out a little bit more of this, I could put a pitcher pump down here. This is insane. I can't rotate the pitcher pump. That's funny. I thought you could. Anyway, we'll put a pitcher pump down here. And that will let us fetch some polluted water that we can then pump into this space. We'll just create like a layer down here, and then we'll put another airflow tile on top. We don't even really need to. They just jump over it, I guess. And then we'll put little air deodorizer in there, and then it'll create some oxygen. We might need to make the size of the space underneath a little bit bigger, maybe. Maybe I should do that. Give it the opportunity to get like maximum gassiness, as it were. Have you seen Cultist Simulator? No, I haven't actually. You're a rare breed, fellow Canadian. Yeah, there's actually a number of Canadians that watch the stream. Durgan's a Canadian, but it's satisfactory multiplayer. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And if you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. I'm not sure what the release date on it's supposed to be, but... Oh, yeah, I totally want 2 Point Hospital as well. That one looks great. I hope Satisfactory is not awful also. I mean, so far, everything I've seen of it looks really good, but you know how it is with games. You know, sometimes you just can't know until you get to the point of actually playing it. In some ways, I should probably be careful, because, like, another game addiction that's going to consume a whole bunch of time is probably not optimal, but... Come on, dupes. Oh, did they finish the wire here? They did. Empty pipe, though. So once they finish this plumbing over here, the plumbing's done. They need the wiring and the pump finished over here. And that's going to give us the sweet, sweet magic of the coffee bean. Whatever's decor doing. It's actually pretty good. Could be better. These are granite, I guess. Trying to make everything as fancy and nice here as we can, I guess. All things considered. I mean, it's not exactly a stellar paradise down here right now. Look at it's so ugly down here. It's just nasty. You're cruel. You feed your dupes with lice. That's right. They're eating nasty food right now. I really need to upgrade my food supply. That's partly why I haven't given a whole lot of promotions right now. They're still running at the fairly low in the food chain in terms of like jobs and stuff. The highest I have is tier 4 right now. I don't have anyone that's tier 6 just because it's just not worth it. I mean, right now I don't have the need for them to be up there, and as soon as I bump them up, their needs become so much greater. Although I could actually satisfy some higher level architects here. So let's move up Not Yet Dead. TJ Rar. I think that's all we can handle right now. Because we're still challenged a tiny bit with the people that are at like plus 12. I'm suffocating, but at least the decor is nice. That's right. That's how our logic works. You know what? I need more batteries in this system. I just have the one smart battery, and it's not cutting it. It's tapped out too quickly. Throw a couple more in here, just for goodness sake and all that business. Man, I'm getting low on materials. Gotta harvest some more. Snoops, $2 super chat. Build a hut over pole H2O, no need to move. Hashtag not my idea. Build hut over the blue water. Oh, that's true. Yeah, why would I do that? Don't be so SMRT. I don't even know why I didn't think of that. I am so smart. SMRT. Look at you people being all smirt and stuff. Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense. There we go. Above this, we'll just throw a little roofing in. Start to book French accent. I breathe the car. You can switch the 100% dupes back down to the tier 1 job. They might lose the higher morale requirements and keep the trade sailor. They do, actually, yeah. But it's okay, because we're actually meeting the morale requirements of most of those duplicants anyway. Let's get rid of these doors now. Now that we're not taking the ridiculously overly complicated version of doing this. I swear sometimes I just like making my life difficult. Bottle of Pacu in the water. Whoops. Oh, man. The one duplicant that got over to the other side, and then we blocked them in with the structure we built. Because I didn't let them dig out the lower level before I actually built it. That was not so awesomely smart of my part. Oh! Alright, well, it seems we have need of a graveyard. You know what, maybe that's actually this space out here, right by the bathroom, I think will make the perfect little facility for us to build our grave area. So the thing is, God, I hate when they die. That really irritates me. Obsidian, granite. We'll make it out of granite. Aw, such a failure. Okay. Medicine. We need Tasteful Memorial. So here's the thing with the Tasteful Memorials now, is they'll actually go and visit the dead duplicants now that the Expressive upgrade is out. So they'll actually go out there. What was the name? It was, why not why? $2 super chat for funeral costs. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that. It's why no why. I feel like such a failure every time a duplicant dies. You have no idea. Okay, furniture. We're gonna give them some paintings in here. We're gonna put some statues in here. We want this to be nice because other duplicates are gonna come and visit them now. Where before they used to just bury them and forget them. Now they'll actually spend time in here, so we actually kind of have to make it a little bit more nice-ish. Press have to pay respects, yeah. Use his body to make oxygen. Oh, no, I can't do that. I feel bad. I can't exploit my duplicants that way. This is what you get for defying the gold volcano god. I know, I should just sacrifice somebody in the first place. They would have died for a good cause. That being entertainment, not really any other purpose, but still. The Visiting the Dead upgrade is a little creepy. Does every game have to play to have little crypts? Well, no. But it's, you know, it's another layer of realism, I guess, right? Poor duplicants. Well, in all fairness, there's always somebody that goes. You know? It's never entirely fine. We play Gang Beasts? No, I tried it out a little bit, and I really wasn't super into it. I didn't really like the controls and stuff. I did try it, though. Play All-Star's Funeral. That's what he wanted. Hey, man. You're an all-star. Get your game on. New dupe. So I call dibs. Dibs. There's no calling dibs, but yes, we do need a duplicate to replace our dead duplicate because we have an empty bed now. So we will enable this building. My, oh my, oh my. That really stunk. I hate when they die. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. This is a lot of work just to get down here for some some Wheezeworts. I wish you could, like, get more Wheezeworts seeds somehow, but the only way to get them is to dig them up. Melt the gravestone back to magma? Yeah. Feeling bad is Canadian way. That's right, Tommy J. Enough space for 6 graves. Why? I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Just planning ahead, that's all. Being prepared and all that. Durgan, hashtag why don't I have a dupe? Hashtag molten gold colony, please. Durgan, you want a dupe, but you want me to melt them all in gold. That seems counterintuitive to me. I'm not entirely sure why. New dupe. Yay! I'm expecting more. That's right. It's not that I'm expecting them. I'm just being prepared. You know, I'm doing the whole Boy Scout thing. That's what it is. It's not anything else or something. Let's build a couple of plants in here too. I'm doing the important thing of giving work to people who need work. Actually, what job was it that died? What was Why Not Why doing? I think they were doing courier, right? Maybe we'll take our electrical engineer and we'll move them down to a gopher. Brian McCracken. We'll move Brian down here. That will lower his requirement. Take it away from the 12. But we'll also be building up a useful skill for him because then we can get him to mechatronics engineer when we ultimately want it. We want plumbers for tidying, so that's fine. We'll have 2 people supplying. I think the rest of this will be okay. We don't have a cook right now, but we're not really cooking anything, so I guess that's okay too. You're probably crawl through that gap, but I don't have coffee, so why am I even alive? That's all right, Gans. Until we get the coffee, they're just not gonna feel that desperate need to stay alive. You know, you gotta get those veins caffeinated to get the true flood of life. I don't know. This is all wired up. I just need that water. We have a pinch of peppernuts, and then the thing will be ready to go. And we'll have our very first batch of caffeine. See, now we're gonna have a problem here. We got all this CO2 sitting on top of the polluted water. That's the one drawback here. Don't waste your time down there. So maybe we'll use an algae tram to clean up the CO2 that's here. The CO2's, well, I mean, the polluted oxygen should filter its way up through it, but it just doesn't know where to go right now, I think. We'll see. Question from Hubby. Do you like/know of Our Lady Peace, late 90s Canadian band? Oh yeah, I used to love Our Lady Peace. Used to sing some of it at karaoke, actually. So, funny story. My first year at university, I was at Guelph University for my first year, and Our Lady Peace put out an album, and they had all these posters and stuff around campus, and for some reason, in my infinite wisdom, I had thought they had said that Our Lady Peace was going to be playing at the campus pub. At the time, I didn't know a huge amount about bands, because I didn't really follow a lot of music when I was a lot younger. I kind of got into it more as I got more into university and started following a bunch. Anyway, so I thought it had said that Our Lady Peace was playing on campus. So I convinced this girl that I knew that they were going to be playing, and we planned to go down, and we went over there, and it was like a CD release party where they were just playing the albums, and she looked at me with like murder in her eyes. Good thing I wasn't trying to date her. Pour the coffee on them and kill them? Oh, no. It won't lower the requirements if all you take a dupe back to 1-2 job. It never did, never will do. Well, let me see. Who do we move? We move Brian McCracken. And if we look under vitals, Brian McCracken still has a 12. You're right. So it didn't lower it. But that's okay, because we need him to build his skills up anyway. For some reason, I thought when I changed someone's job, maybe it was before they'd mastered it. Maybe that was what it was. When I moved someone before they mastered it, I was sure the morale requirement went down. Like, if we take Not Yet Dead, for example. Not Yet Dead has a requirement of 8. If we move Not Yet Dead back to the apprentice architect position, what happens? Stays at 8. All right. Oh, wait, they haven't changed their hat yet. That might be it. Maybe I don't know, maybe I just completely deluded myself. I thought there was one point where I had swapped somebody's job and their morale requirement had changed. Oh, it did. There we go. See, hers went down to 4. So I think the issue is just that once they max out on the position, you can't lower their morale requirement by shifting them in a job. Drat. What can you do? If you move something before the master skill, it should lower the requirement. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Oh, what, Kim Mitchell? No, I've never been a big fan of Kim Mitchell. Remember me? Can you put two loud sleepers in the same room, or they will annoy each other? They'll annoy each other. Found that out at university, too. Can you make the super chat be able to have 100 characters instead of 50 per message? It's like trying to... No, unfortunately, I can't. I don't have any control over what goes in the super chat in terms of those types of... Oh, look. Oh, Adrian. Bawling over the lost duplicant, but still happy about the painting. Oh, they all go there to cry. I'm so sad. They go... Man, when they're done, they really quick... Holy... They spent a lot of time in there. I wonder if that diminishes over time. Like, do they get over it a little bit? You know, and make me not feel so bad. Feel horrible now. Just feel awful. The dupes are sobbing. It's terrible. Time for a great haul. We have a great haul actually. Woo! This is a great haul right here. Really good for morale. Gives a nice morale boost. I want to see what kind of morale boost we get off the Espresso Machine, but they haven't quite finished it yet. Apparently we have no power here. What's going on? Oh. That's what's going on. I never did get around to producing enough power up here. So we have... Well, this is going to produce 1,200. That's actually not even enough to power the jukebox in this. Oh, boy. Cancel build. Let's put another coal power generator in here instead while we work towards getting our fancy natural gas generator up top. I don't even have the metal to do this with. Copper it is. Let's make this wire out of copper. So if we get three coal power generators, that'll give me 1,800 production. Plus what they get on the treadmill. This is maxing out pressure. That's fine. So much work. So much work. Drink the Paku plus the polluted water. We'll need a cryptic boost. A crypt boost next upgrade. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what they're going to do next time. What's the issue with this thing? Why is it stifling? Body temperature. Oh, it's going to be within 10 and 30. Is it really that hot there? Oh, good lord. How did I make this stuff up? Man. Alright, the colony got a little warmer on me than I planned. Holy schmabolies. Oxygen here's 29. Ooh, man, we've got issues. Things are warm in here. Oh, who made a mess and why? What's going on? What happened? Did I break a pipe somewhere? What happened here? Oh, everything's unpowered. Oh my gosh. Let's set a higher battery threshold on these. Not that we have any batteries. These also need a higher priority because I haven't had duplicates running on them. This thing's been running on battery power that long because the duplicates haven't been running on the wheels. That is insane. Get to mopping, people. There's gonna be a lot of pee in here right now. This is gonna be just nasty. They're gonna fill up so much polluted water down here that it's gonna be like they won't be able to mop it or something. Okay, the bathrooms are running again. Whoops. I really need to get that thing connected to the power grid. Okay, our coffee machine is getting water. Ooh, we're gonna have espresso next. Insufficient resource, pinch peppernut, 1,000 grams. What? I picked up pinch of peppernuts. Where did they go? You know what? We need to put a little storage in here for them. Let's not have people running out of here when they gotta make coffee. You gotta have all the supplies close by. A properly built dupe box has gotta have the supplies right there. But Weezeworts. I'm working on the Weezeworts, actually. So what I'm trying to do is actually cool the colony using the air. Now, the issue here is that I created some gaps here for the CO2 to pass down through into this lower layer, but down here, things are a little bit on the warmer side. Just kind of warming everything else up, which isn't helping. It's nice and cool in here, but again, we don't have enough Wheezeworts yet to do all of that. Ooh, they're getting close now. They finally have a little station here they can breathe in. We have breathable oxygen in this space, which is good. Now, granted, it's primarily because of this. But let's disable this building now and see what happens. There's not really a lot of polluted oxygen coming off this stuff. Just little bits of it. We'll see. Save the algae there a little. Not enough pincha peppernuts. How is that even possible? I don't understand. I dug up a whole bunch of those things. Pinch pepper seeds. Store those away. Paco in the water cooler. Close-ups to the dupes when they drink espresso, please. Yeah, as soon as we can get that all set up. So they should have break time coming up soon. We'll zoom right in there and see how they enjoy their coffee. Now, we can't see what they're getting with their espresso, but... Don't try to cool CO2. It has specific heat of 0.08. Nice. Well, I just didn't bother swapping out the gas, that's all. But this will actually even cool the pipes, and then the pipes will do the same effect. We'll see how it works when I turn it on. I mean, I don't want the temperature to get crazy cold, because I don't want to push it outside of the range for plants. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Somebody's going to get coffee. Show me the coffee. Drink the coffee. 41% stress. You guys better drink a lot of coffee. Maybe turn the airflow tiles in the cemetery into insulated tiles. It's actually surrounded by abyssalite. Oh, there they are. I put it on regular speed instead of high speed. That's right. Enjoy that coffee. Now here's the thing. I don't know how many pincha peppernuts I have, so it might just be that only one duplicant at a time can have a coffee. He looks happy though. Love the little details when you zoom in. Yeah, I know, right? He puts the cup away too. There's like a stack of dirty cups at the bottom. It'd be neat if this filled up and somebody had to wash the dishes. Well, we got one duplicate to drink a coffee. I mean, it seems like it has enough to make more in terms of like pincha peppernuts. So I guess, oh man, they peed up here too. Come on, guys. Peeing everywhere in here. Turn off the power for a little bit and everybody pees on the floor. Is there a difference between the mess hall boost and the great hall boost? There is. So when you look at the mess hall, eating a mess table will improve morale for duplicants if it's located within a mess hall. And the great hall says significantly improves the duplicant's morale. So this one gives them like a +6. If you look at any given duplicant, you can see what's affecting them. Where is it? Pleasant chit chat, today's net stress, high morale, sleeping. So we can't see that they've eaten in the mess hall, or in the great hall. But when they go in the great hall, they get like a +6 to their morale. So it's a pretty significant boost. Okay, duplicant coming in. Let me see. We have a tryptophobia. A trypophobia, rather. They won't dig. We have a mouth breather. Forget that. Gastrophobia won't cook. Well, nobody's cooking anyway. The rest of these stats are okay. So I think we'll take a Herald. Hi, Cryptic Fangirl here for you for your Oni dupe collie. Thanks. Collie Poo. Alright, Collie. We'll bring in a duplicate named after you for this one. Good timing. And print. Okay. That's our max dupes for now. Again, when I do the next stream, I'll try and build out some larger living quarters. We'll bring in some more. But for now, I'm going to disable this. Still only one dead. Yep, only one. I wasn't paying attention, and they just went and suffocated. Wasn't so great. I'm going to try plugging this little spot right here. The rest of this is surrounded by insulation. Actually, I don't think they can even reach that, so it's not even gonna matter. Alright, this is gonna look ugly as sin, but I want to plug this one spot and see if it makes a difference to our heat change. That's right, give me the Weezeworts. Dig that one up. Whoops. Oh, don't do that. Cancel. There we go. No, don't do that. That's not what I want. Cancel. That's what I wanted. Copy settings. There. We'll finally break free of our dependence on... Oh, we have an anti-entropy thermal nullifier down here for making things mega cold. Come on, dudes. It's right there. You just ran away from it. You could have carried it back with you. Come on. It's breathing. Nobody wants to breathe around here. Darn you, Super Chat. Didn't last Durgan go zombie? I don't remember if it was... what colony was it that Durgan went zombie on us? Okay, hold on, Durgan. I'm going to find a space here for you. Let me see. Oh, if I build it there, it's not going to be high enough. Oh, clevered myself. I'm going to build another room in here. I don't have space. I'm out of space. That's breathable oxygen. That's all. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to mess with that. Okay. We'll try this. Gonna dig this out. I'm gonna set this for like so. Oh, coffee! Oh, I already drank it. Somebody else have a coffee. Come on. We went through all that trouble. You're really gonna drink like one cup at a time? Come on, guys. This is wrong. This is wrong. Just gift next colony. I'll never remember next colony. I have a remember like a goldfish, remember? So we're gonna go like this. Set a couple airflow tiles in here. We need a little bit of artwork. Wait. Cancel that. Furniture. Canvas. I want that out of granite. There we go. We want statue out of granite. I can't click it. This is why I have potato aim. I can't even get proper aim in this game. Potato aim on all fronts. And then we're going to need a cot. And we'll make that out of granite too. Although it's got to be like one of the most uncomfortable sleeps a person could ever have. Nevertheless, it'll work. Ooh, please get to it before all the CO2 gets in there. You seen trying the rock map in the debug menu? CG has a playthrough going on it now. Almost no abyssallite barrier, magma, space all around the place. Looks cool. Oh, I haven't tried that. I'll have to check it out. Oh, you almost had a pet encased in the wall. Can your sister be in the room to the left that you're building? Nope. This is gonna be Durgan's space here. 7 dupes work while 7 dupes break. Multiple shifts. Yeah, I don't know whether that nets more efficiency, though. I mean, I think there's some things that it would be nice to have the duplicants doing all the time, but some jobs, like having 14 of them do it all at once versus 7 and 7, you know, I don't know that it makes a significant difference in your efficiency. There's actually a trait that you can get now called Nighthawk, where they They prefer working at night. I'd kind of like to snag some of those, maybe. Hopefully this is far enough away because I think this person snores, or was it this one down here? I think it might be this one down here. So that should be okay. Potatoes come for me. I bought them. You brought them from Idaho with you. Thanks, Collie. Appreciate that. To abolish breathing, suck all the air and make a vacuum. Oh, you're right. That would solve the breathing problems. And it's cheaper than most of the other things I've been doing. I did a super chat. You have to do it. I paid you, JK. Just but I thought it would save coffee electricity. Ooh, maybe they'll drink more coffee if we have two All right. I think I can get behind that. But who are we gonna put on the schedule? I gotta remember who the jobs are in here. We don't even. We have people assigned to us still, and I don't really necessarily even need them. Beep boop beep boop. How do I change these over? Oh, default schedule or schedule 5. Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's put, Collie doesn't have a job. Let's try Collie on schedule 5. We'll do Wolfio on schedule 5. Okay, we'll try to change up, like, the bedtime, maybe? So we'll send these people to do their downtime in the morning. Like that. We'll set bedtime for here. Bath time. I don't want to get too complicated with it because I haven't messed around with it yet. Bath time, and then we'll set all this for work. So it sort of mimics the other schedule, but just like slightly delayed setup. We'll put Not Yet Dead down here too. I don't know who to put on that schedule, but we'll toy around with it and see what it's like. Splitting the break shifts also helps as you don't need as many toilets, etc. to help support all the dupes. That's true, yep. I mean, 4 is plenty for them right now, but as it gets up there, it'll be more. Time to eat rot piles. We have 166,000 kilocalories. I'm not really worried about eating rot piles. It's all stored down here. Alright, let's get the system over here turned on, too. Enable building, enable building. This may not cool it enough just yet. Particularly since we have CO2 in here and it has a terrible specific heat capacity, but see how that goes. We'll deconstruct this tile. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you? Build this one first. Stop it. Use your brain, little duplicants. Come on. I know it's small, but still use it. All right, that'll do. So the only thing I have to watch for is we might actually back up the piping that has hydrogen in it. We'll see how much we're producing and how much we're burning. Because this thing's already maxed out. I think that works. There's too much on here, though. 720. Technically, there's over 1,000 watts here, but I think the 800 will still supply it. Because these are staying maxed out. We're getting a good... All right, we'll leave that be. I think that'll work. That means this here we can disable. How's our temperature coming through here? Oxygen's at 17 degrees. That's obviously going to change because these pipes are cold before, but they're going to warm up. We'll check on that in a little bit and we'll see how the temperature's working. But that'll give us a dual supply oxygen system in here now. Without the need to burn any algae in this space. So now when we collect algae, we can actually use it for other purposes. Get the groove on. Enjoying the coffee. No, they're lining up for coffee. Apparently they don't want to wash their hands at that point. Put excess hydrogen in the wort room. Yeah, I'd like to. My only concern is I don't want to compromise my system. Ooh, man, it's actually filled right up. I really wasn't expecting that to max out. That's crazy. But because it is maxing out, I probably could try to set up a control system to set excess power out into the rest of the grid. We'll take a little bit of the excess hydrogen for now, and we'll move it over there. Oh, I have no place to put the... Construct that. I don't have any place to put a vent, so I've actually got to like break a tile so I can put a vent in here. We'll see what this does anyway. It'll fill up a bunch of hydrogen in here, which should get cooled a little better. But it's also going to have to force out the CO2 that's in here before it can get to the point of really doing much. Am I still sick? No, not so much right now. I don't know what it was. It was something I ate. I scheduled the stream last night, and I was already running late, which was terrible. But I was already running late, and then I scheduled the stream, and I stood up from my desk to go get some medication because I was due for that. And I got violently ill, and I was like, all right, I'm not streaming tonight. Nobody wants to hear that. Let's take this up. Okay, so we'll have three Weezeworts in here cooling this stuff. This oxygen's coming around 22 right now. Again, it's going to warm up. We'll have to see how that goes. Snoops, $2 super chat. New schedule has less bath time and automate hydro. Automate hydro. What you mean? At CrypticFox, streaming Oni has been a great idea. I love streaming Oxygen Not Included. I think one of my favorite parts about this game is that no two games are the same, right? So each time you play it out, you can do stuff differently, you can experiment and try new things. The best part about streaming it is that I can talk with other people while I'm playing it, so I don't always have the best ideas. Other people have great ideas, and they can sort of interject. Sort of like this silliness down here when I was building a separate room, and I could just do this one. Although it's not really doing a very good job of converting gas in here. It's only getting like periodic little spurts of diluted oxygen out of this, but it seems to be enough that it's getting a little pocket in there so they can actually breathe, but that's okay. Took away a piece of automation wire on the hydrogen generator. Oh, I did, yeah. But at the rate that it's going, I actually don't need it. Ooh, I might need it now because we split the hydrogen out into here. The trouble is when I'm not sending the gas off somewhere else, we actually end up with excess hydrogen. Beep, boop, beep, boop. That was a different tone. I think it actually plays different sound effects for the different shifts. That's pretty cool. Whenever I can't watch, you can't stream. I'm not sure it works that way. I don't know if this happens for everyone else, but you can only have one type of generator going. No, I have a couple already. I mean, I have hydrogen generators down here. I have coal generators up here. I had a natural gas generator going, but the fart juice kind of got away from us. Choose a duplicant. All right, this one's going to be Durgan. So we got gastrophobia, won't cook, squeamish, won't do care, or won't build. Strength, farming, tinkering. Durgan, you can be Ruby. I don't really care that you won't cook because we don't have any cooking anyway. So this will be Durgan. Final duplicate of the night. Considering I wasn't planning on adding any, we added 2. In part because we sort of lost one through random unknown causes. Don't use automation, a gas bridge. Use a gas bridge, fill hydrogen first, then shoot excess out. Yeah, my initial reason for setting up the automation down here was that I was concerned that we're going to be drawing more power than what's being produced by the generator. When everything's running, it's actually over. I don't know why it would damage wires eventually. That's our gas flow. No, yeah, the pipe's backed up again. You're right. All right, we'll stick a bridge in here. Can't wait for trying. I think one way or another, we're going to wind up in a place where we have gas bridge. It's like gas pipe deconstruct. I think one way or another, we're going to wind up having to use a second generator here. Because eventually this room's going to be at max pressure. Yeah, that works. Yeah, this one's already maxed out. So that doesn't matter anyway. I still need the automation wire. Actually, I don't. It's producing so much hydrogen. It's producing so much hydrogen, I actually have excess. That's cool. I need to play around with it. Other part of my super chat. New shift has less bathroom time? Wait, what? Oh. Whoops. Thank you. Well, there was only a couple of them, so maybe they didn't need as much time. Because actually with the 4 of them, they could each get their own individual toilet. 3 days later, they all died. I don't know what you're talking about. All work, no sleep, no bath, no play. Oh, yeah. With 2 electrolyzers running full time, you should be able to run 2 hydrogen generators, too. Yeah, I should actually be able... Well, yeah, because the generator itself consumes... Roll? 100 grams per second. We're producing 224 grams per second between the 2 generators. So, yeah, we definitely could be running a second generator. And we're probably going to need to. I'm kind of letting this sort of max out in pressure-wise. So we'll fill up this space with hydrogen so we get better cooling on these pipes. 25 degrees in there, comes up 22. So we've got pretty much optimal temperature coming out here right now. I'm not even going to bother with this last wheeze wort. We'll cancel this one. Or maybe we won't. A roll? McFly? There we go. We'll cancel that wheeze wort because the temperature coming out of here is actually really good. 21 degrees. We've got max pressure in the colony. So oxygen's in a good place. Our next priority is going to have to be water. Because we're consuming water all over the place now. Our coffee machine's already at something. Pinch of peppernuts. That's not surprising. Do we have more growing in here? These are growing really slowly because it's not really a farm. We haven't really planted them. You only need 1 gas pump for the oxygen? Nope. I got 2 gas pumps. I'm moving 1,000 grams per second of oxygen right now. This 1 gas pump is for the hydrogen. It only turns on periodically to clear out the hydrogen that's in here. So basically, this is the normal sized room right here. This is what I normally build. And we just expanded on it by adding a second electrolyzer and a second oxygen pump. We actually could run 3 oxygen pumps in here if I had a place to send it. Because we're producing over 1,600 grams per second of oxygen. We're only moving 1,000 grams per second of oxygen. So we could actually have a third pump in here. The only thing is we'd have to change over the wiring, and obviously we would want the second generator. But I don't have a place to send the oxygen anyway, because our colony is already maxed out. So maybe what I'll do is, next time when we're building out the colony, what I'll do is I'll add maybe the third pump in here, and we'll send the third supply line of oxygen out to an exosuit space. And we might even be able to power the exosuits off of that also, if we get a second hydrogen generator running. And we can kind of get it going that way. I also want to build out a farm space down here for some mushrooms, which we don't have any of yet. Don't forget it's H2O. You could cheat a bit of overpressure that hydrogen chamber by moving the vent down one tile. The Weezer will cause it lower. But yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, it's actually... There's a layer of CO2 down here. We have a layer of CO2 that's sitting in here that's not quite getting forced out. Technically, I could put a ventilation tile in here, and that would help too, but... Make a carbon sieve. Eventually. I mean, CO2 is not really a problem right now. So there's more than one way to deal with CO2, right? I mean, you can clean it using the algae terrariums or using the carbon skimmer. Or you can just create a big well and let it sink down as low as possible and keep other stuff in. Or you can keep your base at a decent pressurized level, and then it just sort of compresses all the CO2 towards the bottom. You eventually need to clean it, but right now it's not really a top priority for me. The CO2 we have down here is fairly pressurized. But it's not too bad. I mean, if it gets loose, it'll be really bad. Like, if we stop producing oxygen, it's going to expand really quick. But, which means we do need to get water in here, actually. What needs the water? Which means I need to clean the water. Which means I'm going to need to dig into some of this nastiness out here. Triple generators. I want to send another power line down here. Let's try to support the colony on this power too. Maybe we can stop using the treadmills quite so much. Although they actually would do a really good job in here. But I think by the time we get in here, we have to build... We're going to build another water sieve in here. Refinement, water sieve... And we're going to build a liquid pump down in this nastiness. So we can pump the germy water out of here. We'll send it into the water sieve. The water sieve will clean, quote unquote, clean it. It's still going to be germy, but it'll clean it out. And we're going to send it back over here to a liquid bridge. Actually, I should use insulated for this because it's going to be clunk. It's going to be a little on the warm side coming out of here. Plumbing insulated pipe. Use insulated piping for all this because it's going to be a higher temperature, unfortunately. All right, so if they get all that built. Send out some power out here. There we go. So we'll start to clean the water that's in here. We'll quote-unquote clean. Clean the water that's in here. We'll dump it back out into the reservoir out here. Now, this is going to be really germy, but we're only using this for oxygen anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. As long as they don't use this water for anything else, the germs that are in it aren't really that important. No place you consider oxygen to the ice biome. Yeah, we could pump some down there, I guess. I mean, a bunch of it will kind of filter out of there, but... I don't want to spend an overabundance of time down here. I only sent them down there in the first place to get the Wheeze Ward, so all this extra construction here was just kind of like wasted effort, really. It was just silliness in order to get them down to the Wheeze Wards. But what I want to do in here is build an exosuit room so that we can actually send them down exploring properly with exosuits that will protect them. Because there's oil down below, too, we want to get to, right? That'll let us build plastics and stuff. Need more iron ore. Oh, gosh, we're constantly needing iron ore. Always with the iron ore. All right, let's dig this out here. Good source of iron ore right there. Dig all that. I also wanted to dig out up here and tap into this for some natural gas power production. But I'm not really ready to tap that into the grid yet either. Good times. Lots of CO2 being produced in here. Explore the ruins. Which ones? The ones down here? Well, I already know what's in them, actually. Right here you can see there is an anti-entropy thermonullifier, which is super duper cold. So basically, you pump hydrogen into it and it produces cold. At crazy levels. Ooh, critter-wise in here. Expecting. They're just sort of keeping themselves alive. They're not really... Oh, he just pooped out another egg, I think. Or he pooped out coal. They swept it up so fast, couldn't even see what it was. Oh, right, I forgot to turn this off. Reject all. Get that out of here. We're going to turn this off. Disable building. Down here. Ooh, we're backing up the hydrogen. Ooh, what happened? What happened that we're pumping hydrogen out of here? This pump's maxed out. I might need to introduce some automation in here because things are getting... Why do we have hydrogen down there? Oh, it's building up too high up here because this is... Alright, I see what the problem is. Okay, we need another hydrogen generator because this is just... It's backing up. I'm getting hydrogen out of the colony. Which I hate. Doesn't necessarily break anything, but I totally hate it. Welcome, Burst and AT. Oh yeah, by the way, so they changed over the whole sponsorship thing. It's just a terminology change, but YouTube has changed it now to membership. So at the top of the chat, instead of saying sponsor, it says something like join. That's the same thing as sponsoring. They just relabeled it. I don't know why. But that's what that is. Thank you for joining. I appreciate the membership there. All support is greatly appreciated. I'm going to send another pipe over here. Tap this into the same grid. We have more than enough power down here now. This is actually become quite the power generating system down here. Ooh, we found some dust caps too. I'm going to plant those. Connect the second generator to the actual grid. I probably should, because I don't need the power. Where is my power overlay? You're right. So we really don't need the power down here, so we'll just connect this up. We'll get some consistent power flow going there. New member, welcome Honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I have to get used to that whole not calling it sponsorship thing, but thanks for setting up the membership. I appreciate that. Enjoy the new the emojis, little icon next to your name. I think that puts us over 50 sponsors now. I have to double check that, which should give us access to another custom emoji, if I'm not mistaken. Just give me a quick moment here. I'm going to take a quick look. Creator Studio. It's going so slow right now. Channel memberships. Nope, we're at 48. Just treading ground. That's okay. I think when we get to 50, there's another custom emoji, which is kind of cool. which of course we'll need a design for. So that's another thing that people can sort of help out with in Discord if you if you'd like to hang out in Discord. Let's put this vent in here. Because I broke that with the purposes of doing it, and then I forgot to set it up again. You're working on conductive wire grid soon? Probably. It takes a lot of refined metal for that, so we might wait until we uncover the volcano. But otherwise, everything seems to be going relatively well. We have lots of oxygen. We got the espresso machine made, which was my primary goal today, because I really wanted to play around with that. It looks so cool when they sit there drinking the coffee, and frankly, I like coffee, so it seemed like the perfect fit. We expanded our oxygen room, so we're no longer dependent on algae to produce oxygen, although we do need to replenish our water, so that'll be a focus probably next time. We got some wheezeworts to cool the air in there and stuff, so I think overall... Ooh, 27 degrees. The air coming in over here is like 21, so this will help. I kind of wish I could switch them now. Just reverse the two, because these pipes are hot. 41 degrees. They don't cool down until they get in the water, and then they're coming out. Let's see oxygen coming out of here. 28.9, 29 degrees. Oh, it's too warm. Too warm. We need to cool that down more. So I might do away with the whole water cooling setup. Just try to pipe everything through here. If I can set up a second one of these rooms over here, then we might actually use like a dual cooling room system and do away with the water cooling. Because the water that I'm sending from over here is going to be pretty warm too once it's ultimately done. But we'll see how that goes. New member, welcome Ben C. Thanks so much for the membership, Ben. Appreciate the support. Welcome. But I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. We're already at 11 o'clock Eastern my time. I think tomorrow night, when I normally would stream Oxygen Not Included on Thursday nights as well, but I think I'm going to try and connect up with Kazi tomorrow night. We might be playing some Sea of Thieves tomorrow night. I'm not planning to have a stream on Friday night because I'm only going to be doing about 3 streams a week for right now. Saturday, I'm thinking Stardew Valley because I want to get back and play some more of that. And then I'm still trying to figure out more time to work on actual videos so I can get some uploaded video content there. It's been really, really slow the last few weeks or whatever. I appreciate everyone's patience as I had to slow down a lot, but try to get back in the groove again. But welcome, or thanks everyone again so much for coming to hang out tonight. Thank you to everyone for the super chats, and welcome our new channel memberships as well. I'm as always CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.